and welcome back to the PB Eats Kitchen. I am Chef Kay, and today I'm going to show you how to make mushroom stroganoff with farfalle noodles, vegan style of course. Let's get started. Alright, so the ingredients that you will need today are baby bella mushrooms. This is about 4 cups of sliced mushrooms. You can also use, we're using red onion here. This is about 1.5 cups of red onion. You can also use white onion, but we really like the bite of our red or purple onion for you purple onion folks out there. We've got our minced garlic. We also have our vegan sour cream, Tofutti brand. We have our fresh organic sage. We have our sea salt. We've got some olive oil here along with our Earth Balance vegan butter. We've got our vegan Worcestershire sauce, which by the way is Annie's organic Worcestershire sauce, vegan. We also have a medley of spices here, our ground mustard, our paprika, some onion powder and garlic powder. We have our cornstarch to thicken our sauce near the end. And of course we have our vegetable stock made with none other than our Better Than bouillon, because we use this on almost everything. We also, really quick, we're also going to use some red cooking wine when we get ready to deglaze our pan with our mushrooms, so stay tuned for that. Oh, and I can't forget our farfalle noodles. Ta-da! Alright, so we're going to get started with sauteing our onions first, and then once we get the onions a little translucent, we're going to add our garlic in there. First things first, by the way, just want to give a shout out to avremi.com for these lovely induction ready pots that we have here. So I'm going to take a little bit of our butter that we have. We're going to reserve the rest for our mushrooms. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the pan. And then we're going to also add a little of our olive oil here. Mix those two together because that's just how we like it, and it gives it a nice flavor. In goes the onions. We're going to saute these for about 6 minutes or so, and then we're going to throw in our garlic, and then we'll actually remove those and put our mushrooms in our pot, so stay tuned for that. Garlic. Sorry, it took me a little while to tell you guys about the garlic because I am just overwhelmed here with the wonderful smell. The aromatics are unbelievable. And if I had smell-o-vision, or if I created smell-o-vision, I'd be rich. So until that comes out as a piece of technology we can all have in our homes, just use your imagination on this beautiful medley right here with the onions and the garlic. Alright, so we are about to transfer our onion and garlic back to the bowl because we don't want these to cook down too much or burn. We really want the garlic to stay intact. So that looks really good. Onions are pretty translucent here. So we're just going to transfer this to our bowl. Beautiful. Alright, so onions off to the side. We're going to take the rest of our vegan butter here, and it's nice and hot. I'm actually going to grab a spoon and get the rest of that out of there. We're also going to add the rest of our oil. Now it's time to put the mushrooms in the pan. Now the mushrooms will cook down about 8 to 10 minutes. You want them to get most of the moisture out. You don't want them to completely stick to the pan, but you don't want to have all that extra water that comes off of them in the pan. And then we're going to deglaze. So here we go. And we're back. So check this out. We're going to add our onions and garlic to our mushroom mixture. Most of the cooking wine has evaporated off of it. We're just going to cook it down a little bit more, get some moisture in there. Or get some of that moisture out of there, I should say. We're gonna go ahead and add our seasonings. And it looks like we're about ready to boil our pasta as well. Got a lot of steam action happening here. It smells so good, you guys. I really wish we had smell-o-vision so you could smell it. At this point, we're mixing up, making sure we get our seasonings all over the mixture here. That looks really good. Our water is boiling over here. We're gonna go ahead and add our organic farfalle into our pot. We're gonna boil this, got a timer here. We're gonna boil this for 11 minutes. We're gonna add in our sage.
See nothing.
A little bit of the salt. We're gonna save the rest of the salt. We'll come back and add it later. All right, at this time, our mixture is nice and thick here. But we're gonna make it even thicker because we're gonna add our cornstarch. We're actually gonna take the cornstarch and put it into our vegetable broth here, or our stock. Got a whisk in here. And I'm just gonna whisk in the cornstarch first before I add it to our mixture. One thing about the cornstarch, you can add it, like once you add in your vegetable stock, you can add it in afterwards, but you wanna make sure you don't leave the clumps of your cornstarch in there because it's not very flavorful and it won't taste very good in your dish. So I like to mix it up prior to, and of course it changes the color a little bit. Make sure we get all of that. Now we're gonna pour it into our mushroom mix, and that sauce is gonna get nice and thick. T-H-I-C-C, thick. All right, so we're gonna talk about this mixture here. One thing, after you add your vegetable broth, you want to make sure that you simmer and cook this down because we have the cornstarch in it. You don't want that pasty, starchy taste, so you want to cook all of that out. Once we get this simmering a little bit more, we're actually going to add our 2 tablespoons of vegan Worcestershire sauce, and then we're going to add the rest of the salt, let it simmer a little bit more, and at the very end, like once it thickens up, so we'll keep an eye on this and continue to stir. Once it thickens up, we'll actually add the sour cream into the mixture, so of course the color will change and it'll give it a nice flavor also. And then we'll take our pasta once it's done and incorporate it, mix it all in, and we have our mushroom stroganoff. All right, we've already boiled our pasta and look how cute they are. They're ready, they're al dente. There you go, camera person. And our sauce has thickened very nicely. What we're gonna do is actually transfer the sauce to our pot here. I'm gonna grab a ladle and we're going to scoop that in, and then we're gonna add our sour cream and mix it all together. And the dish is pretty much complete, and we just let it cool. This is gonna be our dinner tonight, so we're pretty excited about that. All we're gonna do now is stir this all up. Ooh, a little ASMR action happening here. Listen to that. Ooh, it's so juicy. It's juicy! So I'm just making sure that all of our sour cream is fully incorporated into our sauce. Everything smells absolutely delicious. It's seasoned well, and we're gonna let this cool. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna plate it up and put it in a little bowl for you guys to see in just a minute. Thanks for watching our video. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel. Also, make sure you hit that bell and select all notifications, because if you don't, you'll be stuck with personal and not all notifications, because we're really trying to get you to be up to speed on our channel and get all the notifications. Here's our mushroom stroganoff. We can't wait to have this for dinner. I'm gonna get a little taste now, but be sure you tune in next time. It's a little hot. Until next time, we'll see you whenever we see you.